Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Caveney, and today we are going to read another nonfiction story called The Sunflower Life Cycle. So hopefully you learn something new about how a sunflower grows. Here it is again, Sunflower Life Cycle. It is written by Jeff Bauer. Here is the table of contents for our nonfiction story. It has 4 chapters in it, all about plants, seed to flower, flower to seed, and super sunflowers. So here's our first chapter, all about plants. Look at this beautiful field of bright sunflowers. This book will tell you all about them. Sunflowers are plants. So is everything in this garden. We have a fast fact. Plants grow all over the world. Ooh, we have a caption for our picture. It says, "A hummingbird visits a sunflower." Plants are living things, but they do not move around like animals. Plants stay in one place and grow. This caption says, "A butterfly drinks nectar. A child eats watermelon. Some plants have flowers. Some plants have vegetables or fruits. Both animals and people depend on plants for food." I bet you can think of lots of plants that you like to eat for food. Lots of fruits and vegetables. Here's our next page. It says, "Fast fact. Plants need air, sun, soil, and water to grow healthy and strong." So we have a tree, a pansy, and a watermelon on this page. There are millions of kinds of plants in the world. Do you know what makes all of them alike? Over here we have grass, wheat, a cactus, and a sunflower. They all begin as tiny seeds. Let's take a look at the life cycle of a sunflower to see how a plant grows. Maybe some of you have planted seeds this spring and you know how they grow, or you know a little bit about how they grow. Here's our next chapter. It's called Seed to Flower. These are sunflower seeds. They get planted in the spring. Why? They need warmth and rain to grow into flowers. Some of you might like to eat sunflower seeds. I know I do. Rainwater wets the ground. It softens a seed until it bursts open. Then up grows a baby sunflower with roots, a stem, and little green leaves. So here is showing us our plant parts. You can see the roots at the bottom. Then the stem comes out of the ground and the leaves. This picture is showing you a caption of a flower bud. The plant gets bigger and bigger. It grows a big bud at the top of its stem. Do you know what the bud will become? We learned about this in our other nonfiction story yesterday. Who remembers what the bud will become? It says, "It takes a sunflower many days to open up all the way." The answer is a bright yellow flower. One by one, the petals open. Soon the sunflower will be in full bloom. So there's a big picture of the bud. And then slowly, the petals push open. Our next chapter is Flower to Seed. Look at that beautiful sunflower. Oh, it's gorgeous. Ta-da! About 2 months after the seed was planted, the sunflower is all grown up. It is now in full bloom. Ooh, look at this picture. What do you see? It says, "A bee sucks up nectar." A few days later, the sunflower begins to make a sugary liquid called nectar. Buzz, buzz, bees stop by for a sweet drink. That's why we have so many bees around us, because they're drinking the nectar and they're helping pollinate. Here's our caption over here. This is also from our other story yesterday. pollen grains look like this close up? There they are. Wow. They look like little hills with little spiky balls, like from Horton Hears a Who. Sunflowers also make a sticky dust called pollen. When bees fly from flower to flower, they spread the dust around. This causes the sunflowers to make new seeds. So over here, look, we have a big field of sunflowers. It says the center, or the middle, of the sunflower is packed with hundreds of seeds. In fall, sunflowers shrivel up and start to die. They drop their seeds, which slide into the ground. The seeds stay buried until spring. Then they grow into new sunflowers. So here they are, nice and full and bloomed. And then they kind of start to shrivel up. And all those seeds are going to drop. What a big field of sunflowers. So now we have a little review of the life cycle. So do you remember how it starts? Starts on day 1 in spring, a sunflower seed is planted in the ground. Then 1 week, a sunflower seed bursts open and a little plant grows. After 2 months, a sunflower opens all its bright petals and blooms. And then after 4 months, a shriveling sunflower drops its seeds so that new plants can grow. So look at how it goes from that tiny seed to that huge, beautiful flower. Can you remember the 4 main parts of a sunflower's life cycle? Take a look again. A sunflower's life cycle lasts about 4 months. So that's shorter than our school year, maybe about half. And then, here we go, Super Sunflowers, Chapter 4. Here's a fast fact. There are 67 different kinds of sunflowers in the world. So they don't all look like regular sunflowers. There's lots of different varieties. Sunflowers grow all over. Some grow in gardens and fields. Others grow on special sunflower farms like this. Could you imagine going to a sunflower farm? Oh my gosh, think of all the bright colors. There are many uses for sunflowers. Oil from sunflowers is used for cooking. You can also eat the seeds. Crunch, crunch, crunch. There we go. Sunflower oil or sunflower seeds. And actually, we have in my house, we have sunflower butter. It's called sun butter. It's like kind of like you're eating peanut butter, but it's made out of sunflowers. And here's our last page. Look at those beautiful flowers and her bright smile. You can even pick sunflowers and give them to someone you love. Beautiful. Look at those beautiful flowers. I like sunflowers a lot too. And if you take a look, here's our glossary page. It talks about some of the important words we learned, like bloom, bud, nectar, petals, pollen, roots, shrivel, and stem. So that was our story about the sunflower life cycle. I hope you learned a lot and you enjoyed listening to our little story today.